Baie dankie vir almal van julle wat nog met ons is. Ons is op ons laaste program vir die aand. Ek wil tog net 'n reëling maak met ons derdejaars na afloop van die program. Julle almal asseblief net kom help om die deurpoort weg te berg. Maar nou, geniet asseblief food for thought.
Welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today. I assure you, this performance is going to be a feast. But before we begin, I would like to remind you to keep your phones on during the performance and please feel free to take photos and share them on Insta, Facebook and Twitter during the show. Our official hashtag is hashtag Food for Thought, F4T. Enjoy.
Hulle het gesê dat ek dit nie kan doen nie, maar ek sal hulle wys dat ek kan.
Beloved Anna, I come before you today to beg for your forgiveness, for my wretchedness, and to ask you to accept me with the understanding that I want to be yours wholly and entirely.
My Anna, I need your strength when temptation comes my way. Your love when my bones begin to protrude and my heart melts at the profound emptiness I feel.
Anna, I need your grace as I walk through this lonely life. Forgive me when I falter and protect me from my own destructive desires when starving just isn't enough to ease the pain. All I really want is for you to love me as I love you each and every day. Watch over me, Anna. When others try to tear you down or to prosecute me for your name's sake, you alone are all I need and you alone fill me. I love you, Anna, and I give you my heart, my soul, my life. Amen.
Amper kon ek nie huis toe loop nie, al was dit ook net 2 strate ver. Honde wat mekaar oor die paai gejaag het, 'n vrou met 'n stootwaandjie, 'n man met 'n kort broek en 'n vrokkie, en toe eers sloot ek ons uit oop. By die voordeur het ek by my ma se groot lyk verby geskuif, gesê my maag is seer en gaan maar hardloop tot op die bed. Maak oop die deur, het my ma gesê, en daar het sy gestaan met tee en toebrood. Ek wou dit nie hê nie. Hoekom nie, het my ma gevra. En toe ek die antwoord, het sy my aan my dop geknap. Jy is net reg, hoor. Maar wat is net reg?
I asked her why it was that she was growing thinner and thinner. She replied that her insecurities were eating her alive.
Looking into the deceiving mirror, she stands skin and bones, clawing into her fat with bony fingers.
She sees every insecurity staring back at her as if the most evil impurity were laughing in her face.
Her stomach is full with the devil's work, and she gave into his temptation. She needs to empty herself of the one thing she refuses to let control her. Tears roll down her cheeks as she kneels to the ground. She purges every last morsel.
She wants so desperately to be thin, to be beautiful. She grabs on the sink beside her and pulls up her weak body. A rush of relief runs through her mind. She is empty again. As she stands, she looks into the mirror once again. The most beautiful image appears before her. She sees a girl with light in her eyes and color in her face. She's by no means thin. She has curvy hips and her legs are filled out. Her cheeks are puffy and there's no gap between her thighs. With a sigh of relief and a peace of mind, she is fine with it.
Looking down from the mirror, she sees a deadly thin girl curled into a ball, face pressed to the cold, hard floor.
Net reg is nie te vet nie, en ook nie te maag. Maar laas het maar gesê ek is mollig. En dit is maar se woord vir vet as maar probeer gaaf wees. Nonsens! Jy groei en jy kry baie oefening. Jy het die energie nodig. Jy wil tog nie soos 'n kind se kind in 'n doodskamp bly. Kyk na my as jy wil vet sien, nie na jouself nie. Dis ironies het my ma gesê, dat sy wat so baie tyd in die kombuis deurbring, nie mag eet nie, want dis nie goed vir haar figuur nie. Sy wens my pa was ook vet, want dan kon hulle saam op 'n dieet gaan. Maar wie is plankton? En tog so lief vir lekker kos. Dan moet my ma dit maak en dan dat. En dan moet sy net sit en kyk hoe hy alles opeet.
Duimpie gaan haal hout. Voorvinger gaan haal water. Middelvinger kook kos. Ringvinger stek op. Pinkie eet alles op.
Trigger warning. I feel less pretty every day because of the things that you used to say. I haven't grown an inch, but I've gained weight. What did it matter to you what was on my plate? For the millions of us who live glued to computer keyboards at work and TV monitors at home, food may be more than just entertainment. It may be the only sensual experience left.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the breadth and the depth and height.
Food is the most primitive form of comfort.
My soul can reach when feeling out of sight, for the ends of being an ideal grace.
The food that enters the mind must be watched as closely as the food that enters the body.
I love thee the way I love thee. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need by sun and candlelight.
What is food to one man may be fierce poison to the next.
I love thee freely, as men turn from praise. I love thee purely, as they turn from praise. I love thee freely. But above all, I love thee with a passion put to use.
More die in the United States of too much food than of too little.
In my old griefs and by my childhood's faith, I love thee with a love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the smiles, the tears, the breath of all my life, and if God choose,
Food, like a loving touch or a glimpse of divine power, has that ability to comfort.
I shall but love thee better after death.
Dit was makliker as wat ek gedink het. Ek het net gesê ek is nie nou honger nie, maar met my kos hou en ek sal later eet. En toe hulle gaan stap, het ek dit in Nero se bak uitgetrek. Toe het dit gewoonte geword. Die eerste ding wat ek in die oggend gedoen het, was om myself te weeg en daarna 2 glase water vinnig na mekaar te drink. Baie keer het ek so baie water gedrink dat ek het oor rondstors het in my maag wanneer ek hardloop. Ek was soos 'n warm watersak. Een keer toe ek in Elbe Bolle Makiesie geslaan het, het 'n bietjie water by my mond uitgeloop.
Die jakkalsie en die gaansie. Jakkals sê vir gaansie, kom eet vanaand by my. Daar's heerlike ou kossies en uitjies uit die vlek. Nee, dankie, sê die gaansie. Al staan jy op jou kop. As ek vanaand by jou kom eet, eet jy my seker nog op. Feels like there was a time when, with my friends, everything could be reduced to a simple spectrum of yes or no questions.
Wanna hang out? Go to the bonfire? Dinner together at 7?
Yeah.
Humans aren't that simple. I learned that the hard way. When my room's walls started shaking and closing in on me at night, and I started counting the calories in my toothpaste. Because at the end of the day, they do add up.
I learned it the hard way when my anxiety woke me up at 5 in the morning. When my shaking breast woke me with waves of pain that felt like earthquakes on my lips. And the idea of showing up a few minutes late to class had me consider not showing up at all, because then I'd have everyone's eyes on me as I made my way to the last row of seats. And my friends' questions could no longer be answered with a simple yes or no. Are you okay?
barbecue at Josh's tonight?
Are you sure you're okay?
I curled myself up into so many balls, there must be a cylindrical imprint of my body on the mattress by now. I learned that crying takes up a lot of energy, so I started hibernating through my days. Grey blurs of hours, followed by long cold nights, and my sobs reverberating through the walls.
Walls closing in on you, bricks closing in on you, mocking you with their weight, collapsing onto you and stealing all the air from your lungs, and cringing at the smell of food and all the vomiting, and the fear of people, and the fear of people everywhere around you.
People talking on their phones. People arrogant ones. People who look like they know what they're doing because they speak loudly on their phones. Words that morph in front of your eyes, whispering your name like a chant, like a prophecy. trembling hands, the telephone slipping through your fingers as you try to dial your mother's number.
You have reached the voicemail-like service of 072-7099321. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep!
Dis regtig nie dat ek nie honger word nie. Ek proe dit ook, maar ek onthou ek het veral hoofpyn gekry wat vir dae lank aangehou het. Baie keer het ek swart spikkels voor my oë gesien, selfs wanneer ek nie vinnig opgestaan het nie. En dan het ek naar geword en dit het opgestoot soos 'n golf, soos 'n brander wat my wou plat slaan en soms onthou ek het my hande so gebewe dat ek nie die pen kon vashou in die skool nie. En een oggend toe ek opstaan, het my tande so op mekaar gekrap dat my ma my net teruggestuur het bed toe en daar het ek bly lê en weer by die hele dag lank, soos een met koue koors. Miskien was ek tog koorsig. Soms kon ek nie slaap nie, so honger was ek. Maar dan het ek net op my maag op trekkussens gelê. En dan het die krampe in my rug so opgetrek.
Signs of it on your body that go unnoticed. The scratches on your notches, the weight coming off your body.